So you have identified this in open court, this summary and tabulations. Okay, for the first quarter, that's February 1 to March 30, 2023. Okay. Can you peruse this? This was marked as Exhibit P-1-33 of the prosecution.
So that's the tabulation for the first quarter.
Is that the tabulation that you made for the first quarter of 2023?
Opo, ito po yung tabulation for the first quarter of 2023 ng DepEd.
Okay, thank you. So, in this tabulation, you provided the date, the document, the particulars, and the amount.
Opo,
Tama.
tama po.
But you did not provide the place of payment.
Wala pong, ang nilagay ko lang po hanggang dyan.
Hanggang dito lang.
Opo.
Okay. Importante ba yung place of payment sa findings ng COA-ICFAO?
Hindi po namin isinama yun sa findings po namin.
Okay, hindi na nyo isinama sa findings ninyo such that kung may disbursements on the same date and they occurred in different places, hindi na covered yun ng findings ng COA-ICFAO.
Because we presume regularity po dahil dun sa certification na certification under oath ng SDO that it was for confidential operations, it is necessary and for legal purposes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm showing you another set of, do you call this summary or schedule?
Table.
Tabulation.
Okay, tabulation. This was marked as your Exhibit P-1-32.
Opo, tama po.
This tabulation pertains to, you're the one who...
This is kwan po, for OBP for the third quarter of 2023 po.
Okay. Hindi rin nakalagay yung lugar na place of payment in each of the tabulations that you made.
Yung mga acknowledgement receipts po kasi sa OBP, walang nakalagay na address.
Hindi, I'm asking you...
Ask and answer, Your Honor.
Hindi, I'm asking her, Your Honor.
That's the
I'm
answer.
confirming na wala ditong nakalagay na place of payment.
Opo, wala po. Wala po
Okay,
sa
walang nakalagay.
OBP.
Okay, thank you. And, sorry, I'll go back to this document, no? Wala din siyang pirma at pangalan mo.
Kasi po, working paper ko lang po.
Working paper mo to. Okay? Wala din siyang title, heading.
Opo, hindi na po nailagay dito
Hindi
sa
na
part na to.
nailagay. Hindi ka nalilito.
Kasi po yung dates po is pertaining to the third
Okay.
quarter.
Alright. Wala ding pirma. No? Kasi nga working paper mo.
Ask and answer, Your Honor.
Ask and
These
answer.
are working
Your Honor.
papers, no signature needed.
Asked and
Yeah.
answered. Move on, counsel.
Your Honor, please, the lawyer counsel
Ask and answer.
is answering for the witness. I was asking for the signature.
Your Honor, please.
Attorney Lorna, it's okay. Asked and answered, counsel. Move on. She already answered that it's her working
Okay.
paper and therefore
I
did
move
not sign
on.
it.
Yes, Your Honor. Of course, eto rin, no? This one is schedule P-1-34. Kasi hindi ko ma-identify kung anong schedule ho yan. Sabi
Again,
ko.
Your Honor.
Yung
it
may
is a summary.
mga nakalagay po na counterinsurgency, abuse prevention and control within schools, anti-illegal operations, at anti-extremism, it's for the Department of Education.
Okay. Pero, okay, of course, it did not say the Department of Education.
Opo, pero yun po yung
Okay, yun.
Working paper naman yan, kanya yan eh.
And then, etong P-1-35, ano ho ito? Kasi nakalagay ho, counter-insurgency programs, July 12 to September 30, 2023.
ito po is for the Department of Education for the third quarter po ng 2023.
Okay, so, hindi nakalagay yung Department of Education
Opo.
dito. Okay. Kasi nga working paper mo lang.
Opo.
Okay. Ito namang sa OVP, April 25 to June 30, 2023, date of receipt of check dash April 24, 2023. Now, by reading it, I don't seem to understand what this means. No, so, ano ho to?
Ito po yung summary nung tabulation ko ng Office of the Vice President Acknowledgement Receipt for the period April 25 to June 30, 2023. Dito po kasi kaya ito naka-open and close parenthesis na date of check April 24 kasi ito po yung pagbe-basean ko kasi yung sa circular po bawal ang reimbursement. So, guide ko po siya.
Okay, sige, thank you. So anyway, you made the caption this way kasi nga working paper mo lang. Ikaw, naiintindihan mo naman siya.
Opo, tama po.
Okay. No? Wala ding lugar yung place of payment na nilagay mo dito.
Opo, wala din po dyan. Tsaka wala rin pong nakalagay sa mismong acknowledgement.
Hindi, ang dami nito, no? So, I'm asking, etong mismong sa schedule na to, walang nakalagay na lugar.
Your Honor, please, if I may.
Yes, counsel.
Your Honor, please, I think this witness already answered and was stopped mid-sentence. She said, walang nakalagay na lugar kasi wala naman nakalagay na lugar sa dokumentong sinabmit ng...
Only for that particular one, counsel.
Yes, Your
Not
Honor.
for all. But I think I saw the documents, counsel. All of the tabulations of the witness, Eileen, for all the quarters in 2023, for both DepEd and OVP, does not contain either names nor places in the acknowledgement receipt. Correct, Ma'am
Yes.
Celine?
Opo, wala pong nakalagay dun sa mismong
It only
tabulation po.
contains the date, the activity, and the amount.
Yes po, saka yung kung ano yung document, acknowledgement receipt.
Yes, kung the nature of the document. But
Opo.
again, no name, whether it's an alias or a real name, and no address.
Opo, tama po.
I'll continue, Your Honor, at the podium.
Ano na nangyayari? Ano na?
So, okay, I'll continue my questions. With my questions. Now, the ICFAO confines its audit on the face of the acknowledgement receipts, correct?
Yes po.
Okay. Whether, that is to determine whether the AR support the disbursements under audit. Tama
Yes po, ang chine-check po namin is yung acknowledgement receipt, sinusuportahan ba niya yung activities sa accomplishment report?
Okay. Okay. In fact, no, si Attorney Wamil, if you know, he confirmed on August 3, 2026 hearing that the ICFAO does not verify the identities of the payees reflected in the ARs. Are you aware of that?
We base po on the face of the document po.
Okay. In fact, no, when he was asked by the good Senator Erwin Tulfo on August 5, okay, about aliases, this is what he said, Attorney Wamil. This can be found in the journal. So, Senator Erwin Tulfo, so if this is not allowed or prohibited, I mean, bakit nang i-audit po ninyo ang Confidential Intelligence Fund po ng OVP? Hindi nyo hiningi ang tunay na pagkakakilanlan ni Piatos, McDonald's, Mickey Mouse at iba pa? At ang sagot po ni Attorney Wamil, ang katulad nga po nung sinabi ko sa aking previous testimony, ang focus po ng audit namin ay compliance audit. So kung ano po yung provision ng circular, yun lang po yung ginagawa naming basis ng audit. Do
Yes
you
po.
confirm that? Okay.
Is there a question here?
It was
Is there a
asked and the
question?
witness answered, counsel. Proceed, Attorney
Asked
Christine.
and answered already. Thank you. So, your audit is based on the provisions of the JC.
Asked
And-
and answered, Your Honor.
Okay. Compliance with the provisions of the JC. Correct?
Likewise, asked and
Asked
answered,
and
Your
answered,
Honor.
counsel.
Okay, thank you.
Move on na. Bakit mo tinanong yan? Ala?
Okay, so, as correctly
Galit na si
said,
Atty. Kapunan.
Mr. Ramil, the JC does not mandate that you conduct the identities of the pays reflected in the AR. Do you confirm that?
Pwede pong pakiulit.
Okay, gaya ng sinabi ni Attorney Wamil, no, you do not conduct a verification of the identities of the pays reflected in the AR.
Opo, hindi po.
Okay. Kasi po, kung gagawin nyo yan, no, you will be compelled to go out there and search for the 3,647 payees reflected in the ARs, correct?
Can I clarify po kung naging statement din po yun ni
Okay.
Mr.
Kasi kung i-require ho kayo ng, tapos na, nasagot mo na yung statement kanina. Kaya ang next question, kasi ho, kung i-require ho kayo ng JC na isa-isa hong titingnan or i-verify yung identities ng mga payees, recipients po ng AR, no? Lalabas ho kayo doon, you will search for the 3,647 payees reflected in the AR.
Your Honor, please.
Di ba?
Yes, counsel.
Objection, this is speculative.
If the witness knows, Musailin, bakit hindi nyo inaalam kung sino yung mga totoong pagkakakilanlan ng mga tao nakalagay sa AR?
Because po, what we do is compliance audit po. We base our audit sa documents lang po.
Okay. Okay. I will
Okay.
follow on that, Your Honor. Precisely, you did not verify the identities of the 3,600 payees that were reflected in the ARs that you audited.
Asked and answered, Your Honor.
Hindi pa po, Your Honor. Hindi pa po.
Actually, counsel asked and answered. She said earlier that
Based
Sino
on
nag-check talaga?
they presume the regularity. I think that was
Correct.
the answer.
Sinabi yan
that
kanina.
Presume the regularity
The presumption of regularity.
submitted to them.
Okay, I will accept that, Your Honor. I was actually just adding the number of payees, Your Honor.
Mhm.
Yes.
Please proceed, counsel.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. So, punta tayo ulit sa JC. May format ho ba yung JC kung ano dapat yung acknowledgement receipts?
Ang nakalagay lang po sa joint circular is documents evidencing payments.
No. Ito po yung tanong ko, no? May format po ba yung joint circular kung ano dapat yung itsura po ng acknowledgement receipts?
Wala pong format yung acknowledgement receipts sa joint circular.
Okay, thank you. So therefore, no, kasi wala hong format yung joint circular, pwede hong gumawa, may discretion ho yung agency kung ano po dapat yung nakalagay doon sa acknowledgement receipt nila.
Yung basta po makita namin sa dokumento yung proof of payment dun sa recipients po. Yun po
Okay.
yung i-check namin.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to the names that were in the ARs. So, sabi ho ni Attorney Wamil noong August 5, 2026 hearing, sabi ho niya, the use of aliases is neither allowed nor prohibited in the ARs. No, the use of aliases in the ARs. Are you aware of that?
Kasi po silent po ang joint circular sa alias po.
Okay, thank you. In fact, no, kung nakinig ka ho or nakita mo ho sa TV, sinabi ho ng ating good Senator Bam Aquino, nung August 5, sabi ho niya, okay, dito naman sa tumanggap, allowed ba yung code names? Allowed ba yung alias sa inyo? Ang sabi ho ni Attorney Wamil, based on the provision, it is neither allowed nor prohibited, since silent po yung joint circular.
Opo, silent po ang joint circular.
Okay. Now, do you confirm that the JC does not have a provision on names or aliases?
Ask and answer, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
Your
I-
Honor, please, excuse me.
Yes, Counsel. Attorney Gabunan.
Precisely, this witness asked if aliases are allowed. She said it is neither allowed nor disallowed. So it is silent, Your Honor. Now she's asking the same question in another fashion.
I'll let it go this time for emphasis, Counsel. But move on to your next point after that, Attorney Christine.
yes, Your Honor. Do you confirm that the JC does not have provision on names or aliases? Kasi yung kanina silent ho yung sinabi. No, so walang provision on names or aliases.
Wala pong nakalagay sa joint circular as to the alias po.
Okay. So, and this is precisely why the ICFA has no findings on the alleged use of names or aliases.
Opo, ang mahalaga po kasi is naibigay talaga ito sa totoong tao na for allowable confidential expenses.
Ang tanong ko ho, wala hong findings si ICFA on the names, on the use of fictitious names or aliases. Nasa notices of disallowance po ba yun?
Wala pong nakalagay sa
Wala.
notice of disallowance.
Okay. So, I am showing you the first ND. That's the August 2024 notice of disallowance. Just a
Wala
run
talaga
through.
yan sa notice of disallowance. Kasi wala naman siya sa circular. So bakit walang magiging panuntunan ng COA dyan? Sino ang merong ahensya na makakapagsabi niyan? Si NBI. Kasi si NBI ang nagkaroon ng signature study doon sa sa mga DEPs. So, mali siya ng tinatanungan, hindi si COA yan.
31, 2026. Okay. During your direct examination, the good counsel flashed on the screen sample ARs showing the following names. Does she have a copy of the second ND? Now, I will ask you if the following names are in the second notice of disallowance. That's dated March 31, 2026. Pia Piatus Lim. Meron ba dyan?
Wala po.
Ralph Josh Bacon.
Wala din po.
Ann Ongpauco.
Wala po.
Diane Maple Lapid.
Wala din po.
Miggy Mayo.
Wala po.
Kokoy Villamin.
Wala po.
Denise Tanya Escudero.
Wala po sa notice of disallowance.
Christine Applegate Estrada.
Wala din po.
Okay. Okay, so wala ho kayong findings doon. Gaya ng sinabi niyo kanina. Okay. So, may tanong ho ako sa inyo, no? Kung yung pangalan ho ba, okay. If the name appears to be funny, does that automatically mean that the name is fictitious? Kasi nga, may mga flash po na ARs dito.
Your Honor, please, the question is misleading. The point of flashing these acknowledgement receipts were not the names. The names were incidental, that the names were funny or fruit salady or names of congressmen or senators, Your Honor, is immaterial. They were flashed because of the manner by which the funds were used.
Your
For
Honor.
medicines, Your
Counsel,
Honor.
Counsel,
Explaining.
Attorney
again.
Gabunan, you have to admit you had fun. You had fun with the names
We had
too
so
when
much
you were
fun,
using
Your
it.
Honor, but that was-
Exactly. So
That's
let her cross the witness based on those and
Please, Attorney
utilize it
Gabunan.
as well.
Yeah. Oh, so ayun po, no, kung nakakatawa ho ba yung pangalan, automatic fictitious na yon.
Your Honor, again,
Yes,
fictitious,
Counsel.
just for the record, fictitious is her own conclusion. We have made no such
She's incompetent
as
dun sa
regards
na yan,
the name,
to answer that
except
question.
perhaps that they are funny.
Your Honor,
Well, Counsel, actually, that's not entirely accurate because in the complaint, you did allude to the fact that some of the names are fictitious based on the PSA documents that you attached as an annex to the complaint, although you're not yet there. You haven't gotten there yet. Please continue, Attorney Christine.
yes.
Attorney Gabunan, give her share of fun with the names.
May I be allowed, Your Honor, to sit down while she's having fun
Yes,
here?
yes, Attorney Caponan, you may do so. Attorney Christine, please
Okay.
proceed.
Na-edit down while she's having fun.
If the name appears to be funny, does it mean it's fictitious?
Hindi ko po siya masasagot kasi
Hindi mo siya masasagot, meaning,
hindi ko na wala po namang yung base yung sa name po kasi hindi ko masasagot kung
totoo
Correct,
o
she's
hindi.
incompetent.
opo,
Okay.
tama.
So, in short, hindi mo masasabi na porket nakakatawa yung pangalan, peke na yon. Yun ba yung sinasabi ninyo?
Parang hindi po ako makakasagot dun sa tanong na ganun.
Kasi si
Okay, basta walang
incompetent. Hindi naman
finding
lang inimbestigahan eh.
To clarify, let me help you a bit, Attorney Christine. Wala kayong binanggit tungkol sa mga pangalang nakakatuwa o nakakatawa sa dalawang notice of disallowance, Eileen. Wala, di ba?
Wala po.
Wala rin sa anumang AOM binanggit yun, di ba?
Wala din po.
Kahit yung mga lugar kung saan binayaran, wala kayong binanggit sa AOM o sa notice of disallowance man.
Opo, wala po.
Okay, thank you. Please proceed,
Yes.
Attorney Christine.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. So, now let's go to the CGGPA hearings. Okay. Nandun ka ho nung September 18, 2024, na hearing sa CGGPA.
Nag-attend po ako ng mga meetings pero hindi ko na po matandaan yung exact date.
Okay. Ito yung, nandun si Attorney Camora. Hindi niyo matandaan.
Hindi ko, nag-attend po pero hindi ko na matandaan yung exact date po.
Okay. So, in that hearing, now, are you aware that she was asked by Representative Swansing about the grounds for disallowance under the second notice of disallowance? Did you know that?
Your Honor,
Pwede
please.
po bang,
Excuse me.
Yes, we will flash the TSN. Don't worry, counsel.
It's okay if you don't recall, Jean. Silene.
hindi ko na po maalala yung exact na
May we
nangyari.
just be clarified? Is counsel referring to a September?
September 18, 2024 hearing.
Of
Okay,
the Committee
okay,
on
let's go.
Good
Let's
Governance.
flash page 29 of the TSN. On that hearing, pages 29 and 30. Please, Tech. Okay na ho? Okay, so in that hearing, no, Attorney Camora said, yes, good morning, Madam Chair. As to the 2022 notice of disallowance, no, there were 3. Kasi nga tinanong siya kung ano yung grounds, no. Then the chairperson, sabi, ma'am, pakilakasan po yung boses ninyo, hindi marinig. Ms. Camora, okay, there were 3 items that are part of the notice of disallowance. The first one is non-submission of documents on the payment of rewards. The second one is charging some items that are not compliant under the rules, joint circular. And the third one is non-submission of the revised accomplishment report on the OVP to the 3 regulatory offices, which are the Office of the President, the Senate President, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, because they submitted the original one and they made an amendment. And then Representative Swansing said, Mr. Chair, if COA, and then the chairperson said, please proceed, Congresswoman Swansing. Representative Swansing, may I please be enlightened to explain to us, because it seems a little bit technical as to how it was explained by COA, kung pwede hong maipaliwanag sa atin in non-technical terms as to the grounds for disallowance. Okay. Chairperson, COA, pakisimplify, please explain it in layman's term. Ms. Camora, yes, basically, the disallowance are because hindi po nag-submit ng required documents under the joint circular. Do you confirm that?
Yes po, based po sa
Okay,
document.
na sinabi niya yan.
Opo.
Okay. So, okay. Let's go to the April 14, 2026 hearing sa COJ, Committee on Justice. Nandun ho kayo?
Opo, pero hindi ko na rin po gaano maalala yung
Sige,
specifics.
okay lang. No? We will flash the TSN, the relevant TSN for that. No? Yes, we are referring to page 194 of the COJ TSN dated April 14, 2026. Kindly flash it on the screen. 194. Okay.